Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I am presenting the Economics Time newspaper headlines. So, first of all, RBI may hit rate pause button again this week. Next, Railway Board recommends CBI probe Vaishnav. Next, opening the AI chat window with the OpenAI CEO. Next, Nifty touches its high of 18,887. Next, consumer goods orders swell as brands bet big on festive season. Next, settle claims Suo Motu, regulator IRDA tells insurers. Next, super app revamp has paid off, the Tata Digital CEO. Next, Della Porte taking tough steps to transform Wipro. Next, Congress MLA Ranjit's house set on fire in Manipur. Next, beverage lobby differs with WHO on sweeteners. Next, asset expropriations. Oil mill looks to protect investor. Next, BJP open to new ties to inject fresh energy into NDA. Next, why line of succession ended at Telegram. Next, More ransomware attack at banks. RBI alerts panel. On page number 2 in pure politics, in that focus shift to repair resortation. Next, it was a different kind of challenge. Next, Odisha train strategy. Next, most of 700 Andhra passenger unhurt. Next, Odisha police warns against bid to create disharmony. Next, Congress seeks Vaishnav resignation. Terms accident man made devastation. Next, NDRF Jawan on leave sent first alert live location. Next, deadly truth of migration in rural Bengal. On page number 3 in pure politics section, in that MHA forms judicial panel to probe Manipur violence. Next, rise in vigilante groups in many localities amid Methi Kuki conflict. Next, Congress MLA Ranjit house set on fire in Manipur's Kaching. Next, UP BJP brass does not treat me well. MP Naresh Agrawal. Next, BJP open to new ties to inject fresh energy into NDA. Next, rise in ransomware case in bank. RBI tells House panel. Next, RRR way to clean cities and sustainable environment. Next, signaling systems faced some issues. Next, upbeat sentiment. On page number 4 in brand and company section, in that Tata Digital sets sight on revenue growth after reworking its app. Next, ad spends on IPL have fallen by over a 55th Viva meeting. Next, PV segment growth may moderate to 5 to 7% this fiscal. Tata Motor. Next, Lufthansa looks to partner Air India in expansion push. Next, India deserves non-stop flights to more overseas destination. Next, Apple all set to unveil sleek pricey headset. Next, aiming to maintain SUV leadership. Mahindra and Mahindra. Next, Magic Pin may add 20,000 stores by year end. Next, Indiago may sign deal with Airbus for 500 jets. Next, Sterling plans new hotel every month. Next, recycling biz can be a $20 billion opportunity for India by 2030. On page number 5 in companies section, in that NCLT approves record 180 resolution plans in FY23. Next, Syntax can easily do sales of rupees 1000 crore in 2 to 3 years. BK Goenka. Next, insurers asked to settle rail mishap claims. Suo Motu. Next, High Court dismisses government plea over arbitral award. Next, Stellar value chain looks to add over 10 m square feet of logistics space in 2 years. Next, Embassy Group plan to sell some asset to cut debt by 1/3. On page number 6 in smart investing section, in that L&T Fin to sell bad loans worth rupees 3,000 crore. Next, FPI inflows may hit FPI inflows in May hit 9-month high at rupees 43,838 crore. Next, $1 trillion treasury vacuum coming for Wall Street Journal rally. Next, Ikeo Lighting's core strengths growth drivers offer a good long-term play. Next, Nauma exits first pre-IPO fund. Next, don't see a world where we are not going to have higher rates. Next, NABFID different with dual role. Next, Repo hikes helped ease inflation by 90 basis points. On page number 9 in economy section in that private capex to see board based revival in FY24 says CII chief. Next, law may be updated for adequate oil assets compensation. Next, inter-ministerial talks on for e-com policy. On page number 10 in companies section in that surplus liquidity. Next, link available. Next, banking sector recovery has given leg up to GDP growth. Next, will express concerns says IBA. Next, view on Indian startups. On page number 11 in around the world section in that Sunak looks for 2 pence UK tax cut before election. Next, Biden signs debt limit bill. Next, Saudi plans new oil output cuts as a part of OPEC plus deal. On page number 12 in added page section in that till debt do the US part. Next, better manpower maintenance in rail. Next, well-being of environment. Next, plastic cripple the whole pipeline. Next, nothing happened in Tinani Min. Next, but humanity is on right track. Next, interlock with safety systems. Next, a week without your mobile starting today. Next, a non-veg problem to chew on. Next, many faults with the default currency. On page number 13 in disruption section in under that I was brought in to transform take tough decision. Next, EV AI semicon favorites for VC amid sluggish startup fundraising. Next, Android 13 is on 15% of devices. Next, more startups move Madras High Court for Google billing policy relief. Next, Microsoft to end support for Cortana. Next, WhatsApp to bring iPad support soon. Next, Walmart's holding in payment firm PhonePe drops to 85%. Next, slowdown in mobile shipments hits hiring sentiment in sector. Next, Meta employees are selling the metaverse but not working in it. On page number 14 in economic panacea section in that 5 reason to drink kefir. Next, Ocean's 11 or Mr. Bean, the crew behind $100 ml heist. Next, the French Open is all about Nadal even when he's not playing. Next, service offering gold credit card was an illegal private bank USA's. Next, the prison where Elizabeth Holmes is serving her sentence. Next, uncertainty over sale of Man U hits Hague's planning. Next, Amlan Borgohin backs gold at Flanders Cup. Next, Abhinav Gautam wins India's second gold. Next, Messi, Ramos and PSG career. Next, South Korea's and wins Thailand Open final. Next, D Djokovic reaches FOQF for 17th time. Next, Red Bulls versus Verstappen wins Spanish Grand Prix. Next, the newlyweds at the heart of Jordan's royal wedding. On page number 19 economic market in that don't see a world where we are not going to have higher rates. Next, Nifty likely to touch all-time high of 18,887. Next, Nauma exit is first pre-IPO fund. Invest in Ozone overseas. Next, buying by promoters hints at a likely upside for these stocks. Next, bond bulls ignore Fed hike noise, keep buying yield spike. Next, now NABFID different with dual role of financing and in development. That much for today. Thanks for watching.